Good evening, everyone, and welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. And of course, I am your host, your YouTube messiah, often imitated, never duplicated, and the only man out there that can make a Santa hat like this look sexy as fuck, Tim Vicious. And we are talking about the Christmas Raw, and before anyone goes and starts bitching and whining and groaning on it, folks, really, I want y'all to think on this for a minute. It is the Christmas Raw, so obviously there is going to be a whole lot of Christmas references, and two, yes, I did just go from A to 2, work with me. You're going to wind up getting a lot of really bad Christmas puns and a whole ton of promos on the show. So, quit your bitching on that part now, because that's going to be an obvious, and again, if this falls under the basic context of the whole concept of this show, you want to complain about the product, by all means, go ahead, do it, that is your given right. However, you want to complain, offer an idea or a suggestion or something that you think can help make it better. So, if y'all want to go and complain to me about what I got to say, say something down below or hit me up on Twitter at Tim Vicious on it. Anyways, we are talking about with the Christmas edition of Raw, it kicks off with having Ho Ho Hogan, brother. No, we are not talking about, and yes, I understand we're talking about Ho Ho Hogan, and no, we are not talking about Hulk's daughter. Even though she bounced from Aries to Bully Ray to some dude on the Cowboys, I think. I don't know. It's weird that I remember really bad TNA stories. Moving along, though. Ho Ho Hogan comes out, and my first reaction is, God, I wish they'd have been able to book a Ho Ho Hogan versus jolly old Saint Mick in a Santa Brawl for All. Seriously, I mean, am I the only one that would think something like that? I am? Oh. Well, Hogan came out into the ring, was saying on how he's the guest general manager for tonight's show, in which case, like I said last week, myself and my client, Miss Bronx Bitch Forever, we allow to have a nice pretty face get out there on TV to say they're the GM. We're really running the thing. We're really running the show in the back. And the whole and our job, we don't get to we don't get to put out there everything that we want. Able to pitch so many ideas. Can't help if they all get turned down. But yeah. Anyways, he came out, said that they're going to have a match. They're going to book Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt in a Miracle on 34th Street fight. And, talking about on how, and then of all things, I was completely surprised on. John Cena interrupted him. Yeah. Cena came out. Yeah, Cena came out, did his spiel, talking about on how Rollins beat him, Rollins couldn't win clean, all this, that, and the other, he wants Rollins. And then Seth came out, and thank you, God, Seth. Honestly, Seth was pretty much carrying this segment once he came out, because really, Hogan and Cena, it's just, It was just, well, yeah. It's Cena and Hogan's basically, well, yeah, brother, you can't see me. Brother, you can't see me. Brother, you can't see me. Seth came out, was doing some pretty good heel heat, saying, I guess you didn't expect me, but that's not that surprising, seeing as on how you can't see me. Ripping on John. And yeah, wound up throwing out one or two Christmas lines saying on how he's not a Grinch, how he's not a Scrooge and all. And then Cena wound up asking Mr. Ho Ho Hogan on if we can wind up having a match with them two. He said, yep, we're going to have a match and it's going to be right now. So they cut the commercial and then excuse me. And then they go and start the match. It was a fairly decent match. It was a pretty good opener. I kind of had to laugh when John did a drop kick because because nobody else was willing to go and put it out there on Twitter, so I did. For anyone that's a New Japan fan, I wound up putting this out for you. I just looked at that drop kick and I was like, Okada gives that drop kick a 3 out of 10. Yeah. But yeah, the match itself, it was fairly decent. It was basically the same thing we saw on this past week on the live SmackDown. I mean, and yeah, some people are complaining because of excuse me, get myself all situated. Some people are complaining on the fact that John won, saying, I didn't want Cena to win. Hey, look, I don't either, but he's got a match coming up with Brock, so booking-wise, it made sense because he's got to walk into the match looking strong. Otherwise, he's got to go in there looking strong. But my big thing is, Seth, he's still coming off good and hot. If we're lucky, he'll cash in either at the Rumble or at Mania and actually legitimately do it that time instead of just getting right on the verge to and then being stopped. But next matchup, we got Jack Swagger versus Fan Shamalama Ding Dong or Fan Salsa. No. Fan Chimichanga. That's what it is. And yeah, Swagger was doing pretty good. I absolutely like Swagger. I don't care what anyone says. I like him. The kid's got a good size. He's got a good build. He's just missing that one last little thing. Yeah, he's missing that charisma that's needed to help push him into being a main eventer. And yeah, for a fact, he can hang and he can do those kind of matches with absolutely no problem whatsoever. Just, it's kind of sad that, he ain't getting pushed in that kind of a manner. But, anyways, match wound up coming to an end. Fan Burrito wound up going up to the top, did the leg drop from there, and he may seriously want to consider changing finishers at some point in time because after doing that for so long, man, that's going to kill your tailbone. But he got the 1, 2, 3, and Fan Wango Dingo wound up getting a win. So, yeah. I did not expect that. Next matchup, it was Adam Rose versus Truth. I'm not going to lie, I had zero interest in this match whatsoever because it was two people I didn't like, period. I was really hoping for Kane to come out and do more to Rose and the Bunny. But, man, last week that was probably the best moment in 2014 for Kane. He chokeslammed Adam Rose and the Bunny. And like I said, that hands down, best part of 2014 for Kane. Good job there, man. But this match, didn't really care on. Truth wound up getting the win. Everyone was just, and I guess I could say I'm kind of shocked, but again, they were both guys I really didn't have much interest in, so I can't really say on how I really felt on it. You know, I mean, the best part of that match was right after it. After it, Rose wound up getting mad, started and beat up the bunny, and just kneed him right in the face, and then just walked off. Yeah, hopefully they're gonna wind up doing like what I suggested. Have him go heel. Next thing you know, have him go heel. Say he's not Adam Rose anymore. He's now Leo Kruger, and then just go like that and go into the Leo Kruger character. Because that would be great. I think that would be great. I think that would sell for him phenomenally. You know, they did kind of the same thing with Morrison, going from Johnny Nitro into that, and that worked phenomenal for him. Nothing saying that that same formula can't work for Rose. Alright, so next matchup we got Big Show versus Reigns. Now, I'll give Reigns credit in the little pre-taped promo videos. He did show a little more vibrant, and he shows that he's a little more... He's showing a little... being a little more open instead of being as stiff. Which, you know, I gotta give it to him. That's a good thing, you know? He definitely needs it, especially if everything according to the dirt sheets is true and they're going to pull the trigger on him at the Rumble. Yeah, so I'm hoping that, it's simple enough. Here's my idea and my theory. Have him do one TV show a week, 3 house shows a week, and then the rest of the week have him work his time at the Performance Center, working on his skill, working on his moveset, working on his promo skills. You know? You know, it's easy enough. You're getting 2 days a week out of a 5-day period out of that, because you know that they get 1 or 2 days off a week. But you do that, and I think that would really help him. Yeah, it's a Roman, and I even called this a long time ago, and I keep on bringing this up because everyone keeps on bitching and whining about the fact that the man's getting this push. He is going to get the same kind of push that Batista did. And lo and behold, look what's happening. Batista won the tag team title first. Roman won the tag title first. Batista became a main eventer. Roman's becoming a main eventer. Coincidence? I think not. But, yeah, I can't really complain too much about what Roman getting put in the main event spot because of the fact he's needed. He's the shot in the arm that we need. So, it's a good thing in a sense. But, anyways, on to the match between him and Show. Yeah, it was fairly decent. Show was showing he was... Yeah, Show was showing. Ugh, fuck. Words are getting all damn messed up. Show wound up coming off. He was coming off like he was a big brute, like he should. And Roman, he was showing that he was a strong guy, you know, putting up a fight with him. Didn't like on how the match ended. I mean, it was, ugh. I mean, it was a count out. I don't like seeing matches end through a count out. I mean, double count outs are okay, but a single person count out, not really a fan on. Yeah, on how that came to be, Roman went to go do the Superman punch in the ring, Show blocked it, and then Roman did a drop kick to the knee, took Show down, went around to the side, did that running drop kick to him, hanging off the apron. And then he went over, and then Show was outside right in front of the table, went over, wham! Superman punched him, and Show rolled right over the table, in which case my first thought was, if Cole don't sell, he's getting squished alive. Yeah. There's issues. But he moved out the way in time, so couldn't worry on that. Show rolled over, Roman's just looking like, damn, that's a big motherfucker to hit. And then he walked over, saw the ref, and then just rolled right on in. You know, I was expecting him to roll in, stop the count, and then go back out to grab Show, but didn't. But yeah. So Roman wound up getting the win via the countout. And yeah, Show wound up having a little bit of a temper tantrum, knocked over the announce table after he was done. And next matchup. One of two ST Divas matches. It was the Bella that kind of looks like a mix between her ring gear says she does S&M stuff, and who she's married with says she does like the dirty hippie stuff. The Bella who didn't get the boob job going up against Natty. Yeah, it's and yeah. Well, I mean, Natty's a good wrestler, so we have that as far as what for this match, right? Although it is kind of funny because anytime she keeps on yelling Brie mode, I keep on thinking insistively, is Brie mode anything like Montezuma's Revenge? Where, you know, you drink the water and then next thing you know you crap out your guts? I'm kind of thinking it is. But anyways, Natty wound up getting the win. She went to go do the sharpshooter. Brie wound up countering into a roll-up. Natty countered the roll-up with her own. Then got the 1, 2, 3. She got the win. Next thing you know, Nikki wound up getting up on the apron, and Natty just went over, wham, and decked her, and then Kid was just like, all right, yeah, good job, yeah. And, yeah, like I said, honest to God, I am surprised at the fact that they still have Kid and on the roster and on the payroll. Not saying this as a knock on Kid, it's just, he is honest to goodness not their prototype for what they want on their regular day-to-day wrestler. You know, he barely breaks about maybe 5'8" to 5'10", and he's not even 200 pounds. So he is the small little guy, and he's got a lot riding against him, trying to be regular on the main roster. Yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that Natty's on that reality show, chances are he probably wouldn't be on. Next up, tag match, Dust Brothers versus Los Matadors, in which case I still stand by my argument of I refuse to chant Olé until El Generico saves every last orphan in Mexico. In fact, I have it on good authority that Kevin Steen is down there in Mexico helping him. He just has some evil twin. He has one of his twins, Kevin Owens, working in NXT. You know? But, yeah. This match, take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it was cool seeing the Dust Brothers. Cody, I absolutely love doing with this Stardust gimmick. You know, and Cody lives up to the tried and true example of it's not the gimmick you have, it's on how you work it. Because look on how he worked the dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick. Look on how he worked having that cheesy porn star pedophile mustache. And now look at on what he's doing. He's blowing this out the water. This match, it was pretty okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing really too good to write home on. I mean, ugh. I mean, it was... I mean, the little midget El Torito wound up taking one of the Matador spots. So, it's, yeah. But yeah, Matadors wound up getting a win. They hit the backstabber on Goldust. Honest to goodness, folks, can we just stop with this already? Find a way to work a story in to make it that. Oh, sorry. Woke up about maybe 20 minutes before I did this show, before we started filming here at the Vicious Studio, so work with me. Well, find a way to work that Cody's back as Cody, and then book a match between him and Goldust at Mania 31. You know, that would work out good. You know, either do that or have the Dust Brothers actually in a legit tag feud. You know? Because, you know, I mean, we know the Ascension are coming next week, so maybe we'll be lucky and they'll wind up going against them and they can start a feud with them. You know, I'm kind of hoping on something along those lines, but who knows. Next up, it was Harper versus Ziggler in a rematch for the Intercontinental. Now, before the match even started, right as Ziggler's getting announced in the ring, boom! Harper goes at him like heavy and hard. And, you know, I absolutely love that. Also, thankful that they're now saying that Ziggler resides in Hollywood, Florida, instead of saying he's from Hollywood, Florida. It's a big pet peeve of mine if you're going to say, you know, we all know Dolph's from Cleveland, so don't go saying he's from Cleveland just when you're in Ohio, you know, and anywhere else say he's from Hollywood, Florida. No, that is a huge pet peeve of mine. Don't ask on why I pay attention to that as opposed to the big stuff. I don't know why. It's just the way my brain's wired. But, yeah. Ugh. Man. Yeah. The match, before the bell could even get rung, Harper just starts going at Ziggler like crazy, beating the tar out of him. And Harper, he's just sitting in the corner waiting. And then next thing you know, Ziggler fighting to stand up. He's like, I can fight. Ring the bell. And then them two are going at it. I love the match. I would say this would go as far as for match of the night, but given the main event, I like that a lot more. You know, so I'd have to say that in the main event, kind of tied for match of the night, but yeah, I liked it. It was good, especially on how right when one of the best series of moves in there was Dolph hit the super kick right on Harper. Harper was just like, oh, whoa, and then wham, took him out with Lariat, and I was just like, holy shit, that's a good set right there. Like that. Match wound up coming to an end. Dolph hit 2 super kicks and then a zigzag. And, you know, Dolph, you could throw as many super kicks as you want, but you still can't do a super kick party like the Young Bucks can, man. I'm sorry. You know, that's just, I'm just calling it like it is. Not knocking you. Glad that you can do a good super kick, but you can't do a super kick party. But yeah, Dolph wound up hitting the zigzag, got the 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, that was that. Next matchup. Get your dose of penicillin in now, people, because now it's time for the other ST Divas match in a Santa's Little Helper tag match. Joy. Ugh. So apparently Santa's helpers wind up wearing outfits that, you know, only cover your waist, as well as from the knee down to your ankle, and where they look like bell bottoms, because that's pretty much all they were wearing. You know, that's the lower portion of their outfit, but yeah, it was Alicia, Emma, And it was Alicia, Emma, and Naomi, and versus Cameron, Paige, and Summer Rae. And, ugh. Right off bat, everyone was chanting, "We want Paige, we want Paige." Okay, folks, we all get it. You like Paige, okay? But seriously, well, I'm sorry. She's a good wrestler. I give her that, and I give her credit at the fact she was PWI's top number 1 for top 50 women's wrestlers for the year. You know, I give you that. But you know, the way that they're booking her and treating her, it's not giving me any kind of interest in her. That's what it is. And, ugh, I don't like it. So I just look, I'm like, okay. Yeah, it was what you would expect for a trios match with the ST Divas. You know, I think the best part of it was the fact that Lawler wound up making a ho-ho-ho joke during that, and all I could think is, Lawler made a ho-ho-ho reference during right after I said something about them being ST Divas. It's about damn time he finally listened to me on something. So I finally at least got that, so I'm happy on that much. And match wound up coming to an end. Yeah, Alicia wound up hitting this head scissors move right on Cameron, and that was beautiful. That move was beautiful. I think the two best parts of the match were not the finisher, although I did like that move. It was, one, Alicia's hat stayed on her the entire time during her match, and two, it was that top rope move that, oh crap, I can't even remember which girl did it. See, shows how much how much interest I had invested into this match. But yeah, Alicia, Naomi, and Emma wound up winning the match. Ugh. Next up, it was the Ball Bag versus one of the Usos. I don't know which one. It was the one without a shirt this time, though. But best part of this match was hands down Mizdow. And, you know, they need to split up Miz and Mizdow drastically. They need to do this and make it and have it go hot. Because Mizdow is running hot right now. He's the best part about the Miz character and gimmick that he's got, which is saying something. You know, easy enough. Have them drop the titles have them drop the titles at the Royal Rumble, or even yet before the Royal Rumble. Then next thing you know, have them start losing matches left and right like that, like crazy. Eventually, next thing you know, Miz starts putting all of the losses on Mizdow, and then wham, hits him with a skull crushing finale. Start building a small little feud, and then make a match at Mania between Miz and Mizdow, because that would, honest to goodness, really help. You know, this is the time of year now where everyone, and I mean everyone, is getting on their toes because WrestleMania is right around the corner. TLC's already done. Royal Rumble's coming up, and we gotta start working on little things to help get ready for WrestleMania, because the quote-unquote road to WrestleMania is right around the corner. Yeah, but as far as with this match, I started to cringe once I saw Miz get ready to do the figure four, because, like I always keep on saying, every time Miz does the figure four, guy kills a kitten, and for the love of everything that's fair and decent, won't somebody think of the kittens? Okay. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, it was, but man, I tell you, I'm really digging on how, I laugh every time Mizdow is out there because the way he goes and he sells his moves. He will mimic every move Miz does. And, you know, I don't want to be that guy that points it out, but apparently I'm going to have to be. As far as stunt doubles go, Mizdow isn't really that good of a stunt double because Miz still keeps on taking all those bumps and shots. And if Mizdow was really a stunt double, he would be doing all of his matches for him. Sorry, I didn't want to be that guy, but apparently someone had to. Match came to an end when Miz wound up doing a roll-up, had a handful of tights, and apparently the Usos wound up having a full moon that night also because they had to cut the screen black, so, in which case, trust me, I am perfectly fine with not seeing an Uso ass. I do not want to see one of them, period. You know, grew up seeing their daddies enough time. I grew up seeing their daddies doing stink faces enough times. I don't need to see their sons. Next matchup, it was main event of the night, Miracle on 34th, street fight between Ambrose and Wyatt. And before the match started, you know, Wyatt, he was doing his normal promo bit. Was talking about on how, doing a Christmas-themed one, which, again, folks, really, you can't get too mad because it's the Christmas episode, so obviously there's going to be Christmas-themed stuff going on all around. But their match, it was really good. It was basically pretty much like their boot camp match. Them two they're gonna trade matches back and forth. These two guys got good chemistry. They can work. I'm not gonna complain on the fact that we're seeing them two going at it every other night on TV. Just don't make you want to have them two go at it every other night on TV? Okay, go ahead. Don't make it be the same mundane thing, though. Don't have it get stale. Have it be something new and something different each time. Have them throw out something new and different each time. They kind of did that with this one, but the match wound up going. They were hurling at each other. Ambrose hurled Bray into a few trees. Bray threw Ambrose into a few trees, and folks, if you have children watching this, you may want to cover your ears for this segment, for what I'm about to say right here. Go ahead, I'll give you a few seconds. They're covered? Okay. And Ambrose was stomping on a lot of the presents, so apparently not only is Dean Ambrose a titty master, he's also a box crusher. And there's my porn joke for the day now. Glad I got that out the system. But yeah. Okay, yeah, you can, for the kids now. They were throwing anything and everything at each other, basically. It was kind of funny because Ambrose opened up the one present, saw there was a TV monitor, he was like, yeah, nah, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna, because I don't want that to explode again. And then they just started going at each other again some more. Match wound up coming to an end, though, eventually, when they had a Singapore cane, a lot like this, jerry-rigged up against one of the ring posts like that, and Bray just, wham, threw Ambrose right into it, face first, in which case I was expecting somebody to go and pull out a Christmas Story reference with, you gotta put your eye out with that thing, the second that happened. But, again, nobody did. So sad. So sad. But Bray got the 1, 2, 3, he got the win, but after that, Ambrose crawled out the ring. Bray went to go and put more of a beating on Ambrose, but Dean sprayed him with a fire extinguisher. Next thing you know, threw a few shots at him, laid him out on the table, and then Ambrose went up top turnbuckle, and then boom, elbowed him right onto the table, and then they end the show with them both laying in the carnage and just like, ugh. And yet, that was the show. I can't say it was that good of a show, but given the past few years on how the holiday shows have been, it's been better than the past few Christmas shows that they've done. And especially given the one where they wound up having Santa get run over. Yeah. Anyways, that's all the time for this week's show. So, like on normal, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch all the other episodes. Look for me on Twitter at TimVicious. Make sure y'all also look for my backup account, Tim_Vicious. I get put in Twitter jail every now and again. And I didn't address this in the beginning, but Nick Meltzer McGee at PW Smart Talk. Brother, you have got some serious fucking balls, man. You keep on saying, you're in charge of NXT Creative, you're in charge of NXT Creative. Well, hell, son, looking at the AVI you got on Twitter, the only thing you got creative with was that double cheeseburger you ate last night. You really have the temerity and the audacity to go and try and argue on how my client and myself work that show. We make that show. We put out everything we can possible. Nick, you got your head shoved so far up your own ass. I swear you're enjoying the smell and taste of your own shit because you keep on blasting it everywhere. You know, brother, like I said, you're pushing closer and closer. I am trying not to go and have to lace up them boots and get back in the ring to go and stomp your ass. But brother, you are really pushing me. You do not want to do that. Like I said, folks, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, go back, watch all the other episodes. Make sure y'all follow all these cool ass cats right here on Twitter. Vicky Earls, make sure y'all check out Vicky's YouTube page. I am Danny Sunday, Mucky Mars, Axel Mulligan. Make sure y'all check out Axel's show, Axel's Analysis. Sunday Segue, Kenny, I wish I could get on again sometime soon, brother. Yeah, they wind up keep on booking me morning shifts. That's my problem. Sinfully Sabrina, Cranky Grandpa, Legion Lady Aaron, Oliver Ben, Just a Stupid Mark. Make sure y'all check out Ollie Ben's and Mask Mark's past episodes of TNA Turnaround, as well as the new thing that they're doing, the Paint and Mask show. And Mark, you're still a piece of shit. Also, make sure y'all look for my client, who, as I have said countless times, and I will continuously reiterating for anyone that is uncultured in this fact, is my client is the true Raw general manager. We just allow one to go on TV each week and say they are, just to give a nice, friendly, pretty face for the fans to look at. And also, folks, if y'all see Nick Meltzer McGee from PW Smart Talk, please, somebody slap some sense into that boy, because he is so caught up in his own delusional world. He lost to me at Survivor Series. He just isn't willing to admit it. And I have pigeonholed his stories multiple times and countless times, and the kids still can't figure it out. And folks, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Festivus even. I know I'm getting ready for the Feats of Strength tonight. You know, getting ready for the Feats of Strength tonight. Gotta help keep dominance. Alright, and like I always tell y'all, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck yous.